Questions to ask before you rent. Moving is not something that people generally enjoy. It's also expensive, and finding the right place needs to be done carefully. To help you determine where you should rent, here are some questions to consider. 1. What kind of neighborhood are you in? Is it behind the local fire department? Is it on the flight path of the airport? Make sure you're aware of anything in the environment that may later become a problem. 2. Can I have pets? This is usually a make-or-break question. Don't waste your time by wading through the rest of the negotiation. If having a pet is important to you, then bring up the idea of pets early. 3. What about the appliances? They'll tell you a lot about maintenance done to the place. Look at the condition they're in and bring up now any issues that need to be addressed. 4. What about the water? Turn on the tap, flush the toilet, check the water pressure, smell the water coming out for sulfur or other unpleasant smells. Make sure the toilet flushes and refills. 5. What does the contract say? Read the contract and look for keywords like release clause. That can mean that even if you leave the rental, you're still responsible for the unpaid rent, or that you're responsible for getting another tenant to replace yourself immediately. 6. What about the details? Will the landlord paint the walls for you? Clean the carpet? The drapes? If they agree, make sure these things get done before giving them any money. That way it's not possible to prove it didn't get done. 7. Where are the flaws? Take inventory. This is very important. Make a list of all the holes, cracks, and other damage you see. Be thorough, look everywhere. Snap pictures on your phone so you have additional proof. Have the landlord sign off on the inventory, or you may be held responsible for the repairs on damage you didn't cause. 8. How much? Typically, move-in costs are first month and last month's rent and is a security deposit plus pet deposit. Find out how much the landlord is expecting. Don't let that become an unpleasant surprise. 9. What about the fine print? Work with the landlord to change anything in the lease that you don't want to keep. 10. What are my rights? All states have renters' rights, and there are online and offline booklets explaining these rights. Make sure you understand your rights before you start looking. 11. What about rent increases? How often do they happen? How much notice will there be of increases? What's the rate at which rent will increase? Speak frankly and clearly to the landlord and work out potential issues before they become issues by asking these questions.